Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another race in the first week of Swiss for the Legend of Zelda Randomizer tournament. I'm JP. I'm joined by Fury. How you doing, Fury?
Well, doing pretty well. Just watching another randomizer race between chessjerk and alsoa.
Yep, they should be underway any second here. Yeah, this is a pretty good matchup for round one. Two well-known runners in this community who've been around for a while. We're starting at level 6 with a recorder. So, not the nicest screen coming out of level 6, Blue Lionels.
Alright, hey everybody. I am here.
Yep, my tag in is near, so you're going to get stunned for the rest of the way with JP.
Alright, so yeah, as we said, these two runners, well known in the community, having a little bit of trouble with this start. I mean, this is a rough start. Blue Lionel's coming out at level 6.
Oh, wow.
And there's nothing you can do about that, really. You gotta try to get by them, which alsoa just did.
What a start. Yeah, this is a kill all but one and try and leave it that way for the rest of the race.
Yeah, agreed. First Armo spot, looks like we just had a potion shop. Yeah, you might want to also just grab a Triforce as fast as you can, just so you can record her away from 6. Otherwise...
Oh, that's true. Yeah, having recorder start will help.
Well, you're not going to get a Triforce out of that level. That's level 9. Looks like alsoa's going to wrap for the Blue Ring Armos. Just a medium secret. So it looks like our Armos is going to be over at the Lost Hills or the Forest. Ooh, a little low on that large secret. That's 82. So yeah, both runners taking a very similar route to start.
Yeah, without bombs, it's probably the most optimal route to get out from that start screen.
Yeah, I mean, the only bomb dropper I've seen so far are Blue Lionel. Oh, actually, there's a Gibdo on that screen. Second big secret. Yeah, where are the bomb droppers? Oh, there's a candle, though, at least.
Yeah, that's a good spot to get a candle, because a lot of burn bushes right around start, so...
There's the mag spot. Nowhere near enough hearts yet. chessjerk finally found a blue Octorok. There's something you can probably get a bomb off of. Yeah, this is a bit of a brutal... Yeah, this is just a brutal overworld. Well, that might mean some nicer dungeons, at least. I was kind of paying attention to chessjerk. Was that a 23 door repair?
I didn't see it. I'm still trying to get caught up, so we're gonna have dark nuts in dungeons, it looks like.
Yep, and there's a dungeon. That's 8 That definitely doesn't look like a second quest 8 because of where he's coming in at the bottom. I think he's at the very bottom. I think this is going to be a shapes 8.
Sure looks like it. Yeah, I think it's starting too far to the left to be the bottom of first quest.
chessjerk checking some of these recorder spots. I'm gonna get a world wrap for a magic boomerang on the coast. Yeah. Oh, alsoa's gonna take some bait.
Early meat purchase. He's not thinking blue ring.
Yeah, the money it was there. Just it's gonna be rough. Like if you take a blue ring, you're not gonna have money for much else. A little rough checking these recorder spots early on because you gotta wait a few extra seconds to see if they actually pop up all the time.
That's right.
Level 5.
I wait a second too long, paranoid that I'll miss it.
Level 5. I think this is feeling like second quest 5 to me.
Also agrees with you. He's trying to push door or a magic door.
So yeah, we're looking at looks like we're looking at second quest 1 to 6 and shapes 7 to 9. Yeah, so with that candle, it's been doing some good burning. chessjerk hasn't been near start yet, so has not found that candle shop. That was the white sword item, but just a heart container and nowhere near
Always
enough.
good to find it though.
Yep,
Even
don't have
if
to
it
worry
is
about
just heart.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that at all. chessjerk wants bombs. He's at 3 on the count. Nope.
Didn't get it.
Oh, but there's a candle shop for chessjerk right there. So that might be why he was heading back there. Oh, that's a rough death for alsoa.
Yeah, no real easy way to get back there. Was he key blocked out of that 5? Is that why he...
Key or bomb blocked because... Or even maybe ladder blocked, because that's the one room he did see after the entrance was a moat room. So... 5... Considering he didn't actually try to pirouette, I'm guessing that 5 is ladder blocked. Yeah, Gibdos right now are kind of your best bet for getting bombs. And has either runner picked up a bomb yet?
No. Not for lack of trying.
So yeah, Jess and Chad was talking about some of the flags to see. We can probably go through that quick. So yeah, the biggest things here. Dungeon, it's mixed overworld. First quest money spots. But mixed overworld means entrances can be from first or second quest. It's going to be mixed dungeons. Dungeons will be picked from either first quest, second quest, or shapes. The Atlas doesn't exist, which isn't a big deal because first and second quest you'll know the designs. But the book will allow you to understand old men for helpful hints. And then you also get one starting item, either the recorder, the power bracelet, or the raft. And you also start on the wood sword screen. Actually, no, our tracker correcting me, saying that CJ did pick up some bombs, but retried them away. There's some bombs for alsoa. So we've seen 5, 8, and 9 so far for dungeons.
That's right. Mainly stayed in the southwest.
Yeah, alsoa made it over to the forest, but took a death. No any road yet. Just kind of trunk.
About to find 8. We'll see if he sticks in it longer than alsoa did.
Yeah, this is a bit of a rough room.
And that them shooting arrows confirms that 1 through 6 is second quest.
Got a key out of it. And a potential staircase room?
I think it will be with the compass sitting where it was. It's another flag is that remove most open staircases is on.
Let's see if we see a staircase. We do. And just a heart container. chessjerk's favorite item. Also got that compass. The the Triforce is actually like I think one room north of the start.
That's interesting. I don't think either one of them tried pirouetting.
I don't think they could because of where the level was. There's a free Triforce. chessjerk's on the board first. No, alsoa found the any road back over on the east side of the map. That I think was a hint cave, but no books, you can't understand it. See a key shop, 89 rupee keys. Yeah, so far it's I don't think we've seen. I think we saw a small secret at 8.
We've got a heart arm or heart for the armmost item.
We've only seen a bunch of hearts so far.
Or if there will be a heart on the coast and we get a trifecta of the
Oh,
overworld.
but we already saw the coast on, I think, chessjerk's side. That was a magic boomerang there.
That's right. That's right.
That's our last big rupee secret spot. So this is definitely a lower money seed. Red Wizards honestly might be one of the best bomb droppers we've seen so far.
Certainly not the Gibdos wood sword. I've been trying to count, but they're not squishy.
Where are these levels hiding? There's 5 on chessjerk's side.
Looks like you're right about the ladder block.
Those seem like squishy whiz robes.
It's like 2. Yeah, 2 HP.
Yeah, I kind of agree with our tracker. Nice blue or nice red whiz robes might be the only good thing about the seed right now.
Yeah, those right there are good. chessjerk went into level 5 to reset them, and maybe one of the best bomb opportunities on the overworld.
Oh, that's mean to chessjerk. Need the full 6 hearts for it. But I think there was a take any right near there.
There it is.
And yeah, it wouldn't be chessjerk if he didn't go back and pick it up.
Yeah, 2 screens away. I think very few people would just outright skip that, I think. But
That's-
certainly.
Yeah, that's true. It was very close. Might as well grab it. You don't have any mail upgrades or anything yet.
Here
Alright,
we
we got 6. Are the dark nuts nice? Looks like vanilla HP for them. Oh, here's a quick Triforce.
Quick Triforce. Nothing but big levels. Will we find level 7 before we find any of the small ones?
Might not. We'll have to see. There's a 20% chance we're going to find 7 next. Let's see if Alsoa decides to go for the Triforce or gonna explore the level. It's like same idea, just make way to the Triforce.
Heading for it. One item. Yeah, quick item. Quick Triforce. I don't blame them. Plus, with the whistle, you can always get back quickly.
Yep, very true. Now, So's on the board with his first Triforce. We are running out of spots to find levels. There's some bombs for 6 rupees. Might be a rare shop, though.
Chessjerk going in and getting arrows also.
Yeah, if that's your rare shop, that's your only spot for arrows. So it's starting to look like power bracelets, or I think the only other real spot we haven't seen is up at up by level 9 or first quest 9.
East Death Mountain, yeah.
Oh, we found 7.
I didn't see where he went or where it was. Did you?
It's southeast of where the Hard Armos was. It's like northeast of First Quest 2.
Okay. Well, then Chessjerk's probably about to find it. He's mentioning in chat that we just use the bait when there will most likely be another one in second quest level 3.
Oh, that's a nice bomb upgrade. That's a full 6 for 110.
That is nice.
Unfortunately for Chessjerk, not going to be able to get those.
Hey CD. Thanks for the cookie. You just saying hi?
What is going to be our first interesting item we get picked up? we get that picked up.
Hearts aren't quite doing it for you.
No, not really. But there's this possible staircase room. Nope. Well, there's a Triforce in 7. And the Wizards say stay in 7.
Yeah, Magic, we've got Shapes 7 through 9 and Second Quest 1 through 6.
So alsoa left 7 after grabbing the Triforce, which, with recording, you can get back quick. chessjerk's still exploring. Hasn't found the Triforce yet, though.
Oh,
That is just mean. I think that's the second time Wizards have gotten alsoa this seed. But yeah, with the recorder, you can get back there pretty easily.
well, just go right back to 7. Yeah, if the Wizrobe spawned right there at the bottom, that's a tough screen.
So chessjerk saw the Triforce is going to explore a little more.
Yep, Armos was a heart. White
Armos-
Sword Cave was a heart, and the coast is a boomerang.
And we saw an item out of 8, which was a heart. I think that's it.
That's all I'm trying to keep up with the tracking. That's all I have out of levels is one staircase heart.
chessjerk's been doing a lot of bombing. I think there's a room that alsoa didn't find. Not a push block.
We haven't spent a ton of time in levels, but we haven't seen many keys either.
Man, chessjerk has explored a lot of this 7. Have not seen either item. Wonder if he's almost kind of pot committed at this point to this level, considering how much he's seen.
I would think so, especially given how few levels we've seen. I think you're right. I think it's likely that we're going to have a lot of power bracelet levels. But I didn't think that he had seen the Triforce room either. So
He had, but unfortunately,
he
unfortunately, he's out of keys, so he can't really do much more right now.
also is finishing up east or looking at east of the mountain.
Yeah, I'm thinking Power Bracelet and maybe even Power Bracelet and Raft both might end up being required here.
Sure seems likely.
And that might honestly be what the seed is looking for. Get a Power Bracelet or a Raft early to get into a level that can give you some more access. Oh, this overworld's been brutal though, so I think that's his 4th overworld death.
Yeah, that combo with low money for, you know, not good for blue ring, it's tough.
Going back into 7.
Yeah, I don't blame him. We gotta start finding some items.
Yeah, because like I said, as far as I can tell, you've pretty much cleared the map at this point. CJ heading up to the Lost Hills area.
I don't think we haven't seen a map for 7 or 8, have we? There wasn't a map in 8 either.
No, there was not. I think they both left 8 relatively quickly. They didn't explore much. Answer question, chat. That tracker is not frozen. That's literally where we're at.
We have found 1 heart in a staircase in level 8, and that's the extent of it in levels.
Unfortunately, I also chose the wrong door there. We've seen this room on chessjerk's side. chessjerk found that large secret and did up and 8 to save. Well, there was 2.
Wow. Nobody had bombed. Maybe when they were there, they didn't have bombs.
I guess so.
Second quest 2, we're looking for a drop in the stair.
So can we get something out of this too?
This jerk took a bop to a red bubble, so
Yeah,
I'll bet it'll be a little tough until he finds a blue one.
There we go. I'll still find 6. I think there was an early Triforce in this one as well.
Yes, there was.
have a staircase.
So I skipped the Triforce. It was one room in.
Yeah, I think for Alsoa at this point, chessjerk found this pretty early, but for Alsoa, might feel more committed to diving this.
See if he goes back in. He did take it.
No, I'm gonna keep looking for a small level.
These are the worst seeds. You're 35 minutes in. I mean, you do have 3 Triforces, but you've really made no progression. You found no progression items. Part of you would want to feel behind, but I mean, what the seed's giving you, I guess maybe you have to take comfort in that both of you are struggling.
And that's what you're hoping for right now.
So it's going back into 6.
Oh, they do have the recorder. Just I'm about to say that's mean, but they do have the recorder.
Both of them are in potential stair rooms.
No stair for chessjerk. Alsoa finds one. Another transport. Hey, there's a white sword for chessjerk. I mean, at this point, you're just happy to find something.
Absolutely. I mean, that if nothing else, that'll help on the overworld.
Okay. Got a
The
staircase.
Darius is not him.
Yep. Oh, there you go. There's the bow.
It's a good level too. Although it still doesn't help with progression on finding other levels.
This is more of a, okay, I'm finally found something. Oh, is that a... Oh, no, never mind. This is the Triforce room. I was going to say, is that a Triforce... a ladder block Triforce, but no. Oh, is Alsoa's sword gone right now? No?
The comment from Special K in chat, it is likely that the map in 7 is underneath the Goma and chessjerk bought arrows early on.
And that's where it looks like chessjerk is going. Or, nope, just gonna take those ropes out. Those Rouge ropes died of 1 sword hit now for chessjerk. And he's gonna go for the easy money bombs. Yeah, that's the other thing. chessjerk did see the bomb upgrade in 7. Though, him going to buy those bombs makes me wonder if he's actually gonna take that.
Yeah, he's moving away from 7.
Also, doing the bubble dance.
When you keep getting hit by bubbles, just go into the light.
I think chessjerk forgot this is a early ladder block. Oh, there's a book for Alsoa. I'm pretty sure I also saw at least one hint shop.
Yeah, but with money being so tight, I guess you maybe save strats.
So we've seen both items out of 6 now. We saw both items out of 2. Can't go into 5. It's either 7 or 8 you have to really go out to look around right now. Chessjerk hasn't explored the mountain yet, though.
What was the floor item in 6? I missed it.
A heart container.
Ah.
Also, is going to find 2 and be a little miffed about that, probably. So, as these runners are kind of retracing each other's steps, just a quick shout out to make sure to give these runners a follow since they're giving us a good show here. Or, you know, they're giving us a really nice seed to kind of watch and enjoy. Also, thanks to our tracker OpNoPoint.
Yeah, these are 2 great runners, been around Z1R community for a long time, and I guess if you're going to get a nasty seed, these are two of the runners you would want to get it, because they can navigate it better than most.
Yeah, exactly. So, also the quick 40-minute recap. Yeah, this has been bad. We're starting to finally find some stuff. Alsoa's about to find the white sword. I mean, so far it's pretty evenly matched. Once alsoa grabs these 2 items out of 2 in the Triforce, it'll be pretty much a tie.
Yep. alsoa didn't buy arrows. And chessjerk doesn't have the book, but yeah.
Now that Triforce... Ooh, is alsoa gonna go back in? Because I believe the bow was 1 room south of here.
I would think that he has to. He's been through a lot of it. There's no other small levels to go into.
Yeah, he's going back in.
chessjerk may not go back into 6 for the book, if unless he can't find any other items any other way, or any progression items.
Yeah. chessjerk was the last one to take a bit of a rough death on the overworld, going back up to East Death Mountain.
Here's the bow for alsoa.
No,
Oh no, it's not.
He's in the bottom right-hand corner. But yeah, the rooms look identical, so I don't blame you for missing that
I thought it
one.
was a maze room, yeah.
Oh, he just saved out without finding the bow.
Wonder if he did that because he lost his sword. Let's see if he goes back. looks like he's about. Looks like he's. Oh,
No, not going back to 2 at least right now. Oh, he's gonna go by hints. Well, I think that guarantees at least one of our levels is power bracelet locked.
I think that was guaranteed before that hint, but yeah, that confirms what we already knew. It's a good play from Alsoa. You can get there quick with a whistle.
We knew that one without the hint. Looks like chessjerk's going back into 6. This will give Alsoa some time.
Yeah, he's got to be thinking there's a progression item in here.
So the only thing we got there is confirmation that we do need power bracelet, which, as you said, we pretty much already figured out.
Have we seen? Surely we have, but have we seen the Lost Hills? Oh yes, we have. I remember.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, maybe. There wasn't any block in 8, was there? It was just a. It was a quick heart and a quick Triforce, and they left.
Yeah, because I remember seeing a room to the right they could have gone into, and they both chose not to. They both just chose to go straight for the Triforce.
There's 2 items there. That might be.
I think you still have all 3 in that 8. It's kind of surprised me that neither runner's gone back to 8 yet. Oh, here's the other hint shop. Okay, the power bracelet's at 8. There's that might get Alsoa going. Wand is in 3.
Yeah, that was a big hint, and it was the cheapest one.
Yeah, and Alsoa books it right back to 8.
Yeah, you have to at this point. I mean.
So that book advantage paying off for Alsoa, but if chessjerk, I believe, kills that Aqua Menace, I believe that's where the book was.
Interesting. I wonder why he's skipping it.
Yeah, that was the book room, wasn't it?
I don't know. I think I don't recall, but
Oh no, you're right. I think it was actually a. I remember what kind of room it was now. Is that the reverse C room? The one like what Alsoa is in right now. Okay, that was the exit of a transport. That's what happened. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, it is a good thing we've got two really good runners doing this one, because this has been brutal.
Yeah, other than the red whiz ropes, I mean, I don't think much or many enemies landed on squishy. So on top of all the other blocks, it's been tough.
Right, there's the book for Chess Jerk.
See if he goes straight for the hints.
He's got the money to make it a little nicer. We did see the level 9 already. There's the floor item in 8. It's a heart container. You can try to get
bracelets under there.
At least you can try to get mags now. Oh, okay. Let's see how Soul's got to be careful, but decided to up an A. Looks like Chess Jerk's booking it to the other hint shop.
Right to the other one. Yeah, that's good. That puts them pretty much even.
We've seen the white sword item. White sword item was a heart container.
Oh, alsoa still hasn't gone back to 2 though for bow.
Yeah, if alsoa doesn't get a hint about bow, that could be really bad. Let's see what we got for hints. We've seen 2 of these hints. We didn't see the expensive hint here, though. Oh!
Wow.
Silver arrow in 5.
Did alsoa not have enough money for it?
He didn't. He only had enough for 2 and didn't go back to check the third.
And didn't retry for the third. Interesting.
Yes, Chess Jerk is pulling further and further ahead right now. He's got a big knowledge advantage, as well as that bow. The only thing we still need to figure out, the big thing we still need to figure out is where is the ladder? That ladder is required. Yeah, both runners are going to dig this 8 until they find that power bracelet.
The news is once they find their progression, I mean, it's essentially we're looking at 1, 3, and 4, although it's second quest 4, so
yeah. And Raft could still be needed to get to one of those levels. Okay, we see a map for a Shapes dungeon. That's a big 8.
you got a map.
Staircase for Chess Jerk. That's the transport.
He's taking it though, so the next push block we see should be it.
Not quite. Next push block leads to a staircase. Won't be this room. Unfortunately for alsoa, I think alsoa up an 8 before getting that map. I think he's been in the map room.
I'm not sure what happened. He left and went and got bombed, so I don't know if he thought he was on lock.
Oh, that was a little bit of a bait and switch there. Okay, this maybe.
Yeah. No.
They're both in the same room for a fraction of a second.
Up now.
Chessjerk.
Both lost sword.
Yep, they no swords for a little bit. But chessjerk with those arrows is going to have at least a little something for combat.
Plenty of money to shoot him.
I mean, that's also considering that with the possibility of swordless for this. See, that's another reason that was a smart pickup. Is now that he doesn't have a sword for the time being, he at least has some offense. Oh, okay. That was not a stair room since the door closed. So,
chessjerk has seen. Well, they both have. They've seen most of this level 8 at this point.
yeah, and there's one room right below where chessjerk is right now that he can't get to because it's ladder blocked. I mean, there's still a possibility in this race that you need to get the ladder to get to the power bracelet because of that.
Yeah, but where would it be?
7?
I guess it would have to be 7.
And wherever it is, this power bracelet's being mean. Oh, there's a staircase. There it is.
Question in chat: we've seen 2, but we've not seen 1, 3, 4, and well, we have seen 5. It was in the open cave in the forest.
So Alsoa's got the power bracelets. And so does chessjerk. chessjerk takes a death. In this seat, honestly, once I get to 11 to 12 hearts, I might be thinking about checking mags.
Absolutely. It's right next to level 2. That may be what Elso is doing right now.
Oh, and 11 gets it.
Chessjerk found 1.
And there's 4. Two power bracelet guarded levels. Play
9 is at open cave next to the Armos screen.
Yep. Okay, you can open that door at least. So, just kind of a quick catch-up. Like, both runners just got the power bracelet, but chessjerk has the bow and has Silver's knowledge. Alsoa doesn't have either of those. They both do know they need the ladder because they both have seen 5, and you can't get beyond the second room without the ladder. For chessjerk, man, once he finds ladder, he could be in Triforce and Go at that point. Remember, level 1, there's 2 floor items. Level 4, 1 floor and 2 stairs. And there's the first item in 1, the wooden boomerang. Oh, yeah, I missed that for a second there, but yeah, also the boomerang hints as chessjerk was basically found it. So chessjerk picked up the Triforce out of 1. Gonna go back in, find the other item.
Yeah, he's only got 1 or 2 rooms left, I believe.
For a quarter in 1. Also has to say goodbye to one of his bombs, but had a few extra.
He's skipped the Triforce, committed to finding some items in 4, which this far in I think you probably have to do.
Hey, there's the other bomb upgrade. 19 bombs for Alsoa. And there's level 3. We had 3 power bracelet locked levels.
There's the wand.
Alright, there's the staircase to the other 2 rooms of the level. It's 2 floor items and 3. There's the Triforce in 3. It looks like not gonna have to worry about the bait in 3. There's the ladder in 4.
That may help also catch up.
That's another rough death. And there's a heart container for the other item in 3. So I think that means any key's got to be in 4. Because we know that any key was power bracelet locked, and we've seen all of 1 and 3.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah. So we've seen only the ladder in 4, I believe. I think we still have 2 items. Five is the open cave in the forest.
And quick question, Chad. Yes, important items can be in 9, but I don't think anything important for us will be in 9 at this point. I guess the raft could be in there, but there's your other item in 4, red candle.
Gonna pick it up. Probably for when he loses his sword to red beams. Red bubbles.
Looks like chessjerk's also going to go for mags, which we know he'll be able to pick up.
That'll be good because level 4 is right next door.
Yeah, once chessjerk finds that ladder, he's basically in Triforce and Go mode. He'll need to find the silvers out of 5, but he knows they're there. And the 2 big moments in this seed so far is chessjerk getting the bow out of 2. Alsoa went right through the room with the bow, but didn't pick it up, but didn't clear it for the staircase. And then chessjerk was able to get 1 more hint from a hint shop that gave him the hint for silvers.
That's just a tough break for Alsoa. And he had saved and retried for the other hints, but I guess he felt that one was too far away to
I
get
think,
back too quickly.
Yeah, I think it was just he saw the power bracelet hints, and at that point he's like, I've got the info, I don't want to go for another hint. Might have been feeling behind at that point, which I don't blame either of these runners for. It's been a brutal seed for both of them. I mean, if we didn't know this was week 1, we might be thinking, hey, this is a quarterfinal bracket matchup or something like that. So,
Alsoa just got the any key and getting out of 4. see where he goes. I guess looks like he's going to 5.
Yeah, I think he still needs to find 3. Actually, he hasn't found. Has he found 1 yet either?
I don't believe so. No, he got this power bracelet and went south. chessjerk got it and went north.
That's right. Yeah, 1 was by the grave, I believe. But yeah,
Yes.
alsoa's going into 5. He digs it out, he'll get silvers. But right now, if you're rooting for alsoa, you need to. You're hoping for him to find a bow hint. That is a rude room. Flute was in 1, but it was the starting item, so that doesn't mean much. So I think... I'm trying to remember, is your starting item picked after all the items get placed?
I don't know if I understand what you're asking.
Basically, does the logic place all the items first and then give you the starting item?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it does not. It does not account for that you. The logic does not account for you having a starting item.
So basically, because of where the recorder was, it wasn't going to unlock anything in this seed. If I'm understanding that correctly.
Let's see. Yeah, there wasn't anything.
I don't think any of the levels were recorder blocked.
No, I mean you could get to 8 with a candle, which would get you power bracelet, which would get you to 1, which would get you the recorder.
But hey, there's silver arrows in 5. So at least alsoa won't have to look for those. But it's got the compass, so he knows the Triforce is here. I don't remember where ladder was in 4, but chessjerk has no reason to leave 4 without finding it, because he knows 5 is fully ladder blocked.
I don't remember exactly where it was. It was one of the stairs, though. It was not a drop.
Okay, chat corrects me on the logic. Basically, the recorder just couldn't be recorder blocked. That's all the logic really means. There. Oh, there's the other item in 5. That was a heart container.
Interesting. I guess alsoa is going to go looking for 1 and 3 before he goes to 2.
There is the ladder for chessjerk. chessjerk just has to go pick up the Triforce out of 4, and then dig out the silvers in 5. Then he can head to 9. looks like chessjerk basically full cleared this 4.
Unfortunately, alsoa is going to check all of the northeast power bracelet spots before he gets northwest.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think it's looking... Like, it's looking more and more likely that alsoa is going to clear 1 and 3 and then go into 9 once he's found 1 and 3.
Well, it seemed like we cleared a significant amount of 2. If I only had a few rooms left, it'd be hard to pass up.
That's true.
alsoa is finding 1.
So silvers and 5 are in the room just north for chessjerk. Remember, he has the hint for silvers, so he will not leave this 5 without them. And it is worth remembering, level 9 is going to be a shapes 9, so you don't get to know the map going in. alsoa has the Triforce out of 1. This seemed 1 item. Oh, also got the hint on the boomerang, so alsoa is not going to go back into 1. Yeah, alsoa knows both items in 1, so just to search for 3, which is in the northwest of the map.
Like that's where he's heading next.
Level 3 was pretty quick. But remember, it's really coming down to the bow for alsoa. Does he go back to 2 before going into 9?
Yeah, to have any shot at all, he's gonna have to.
I mean, I know how the rooms work, but that was still kind of an interesting room there with the desert moat, the desert pointless moat. I think chessjerk's pretty much explored every room in here at this point. Well, almost. There's the second item for alsoa. Besides, he has enough hearts. chessjerk's about to pick up silvers. So chessjerk is going to grab his 8th Triforce, but alsoa's not going to be far behind grabbing that 8th Triforce. It really just comes down to that bow. But it also could be, if it's a difficult 9, alsoa still has time. The bow is in level 2 on the left side of the level, one room below the Triforce.
It was the stair item.
Both runners have
Alright.
8 Triforces.
This is the moment of truth. Where does Alsoa go?
If he flutes to 2, this gets really interesting. If he flutes to 1, he's probably going to 9. That's 4.
It's like
Looks like
maybe it looks like he's going to 2.
Yeah, he's walking to 2. Remember, this is a Shapes 9. We're listening for the roar and looking for the door. That bow is one room to the left. Also clears out this room.
Yeah, he really won't be that far behind.
Yeah. He's going to be maybe a minute or so behind Chester getting into 9. Maybe a minute and a half, I'd say. So this is just going to come down to 9, basically. Chester's going to have a small head start, but that's it. Also going for the heart refill quick. So I think when all is said and done, it might be closer to a 2-minute advantage for Chess Jerk.
Leave. He just found Zelda. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, that's Zelda. I mean, these runners have to be probably a bit tense right now. They're thinking that why is my opponent not done? And there's the roar.
And both of them really cleaned this level, or this seed up well. I mean, we were at 40 minutes talking about how they still needed progression items.
Yeah. Can you go north? You can't. You need to find another way to Ganon. And now Soa knows where Ganon is too.
They're in the same room.
You can't bomb that way either.
Is it north or east?
There is an entrance to Ganon. Remember, Chessjerk knows where Zelda is. Alsoa does not.
That is the difference. Also, is probably going to need a death for Chessjerk to Ganon.
That are a very lucky path. Both have mags. It only takes 4 hits.
Almost simultaneous kills.
That little bit of extra exploration is going to pay off for Chessjerk. But chessjerk was hoping to find a quicker way to Zelda, did not. Yeah, chessjerk is beelining it to Zelda.
Yeah, couple rooms. There it is.
Yeah, with a time of 1:26.11, chessjerk will take this race.
That was a good finish by Alsoa. I really thought that it was the gap would be a little bit bigger than he's gonna make it end up being. It's a great race by both runners.
Yeah, I mean, Alsoa caught up really quick there, finding the bow. Go back in the 2 to find the bow. And he actually had Ganon done like a couple seconds before chessjerk, but just chessjerk that extra time in 9 is what paid off for him. He had the route to Zelda really early. I think Alsoa's getting closer.
He goes left here. Yeah, he's a few rooms away.
Yep, lifts a couple more rooms.
Yeah, this will end up being a minute and a half difference.
Yeah, you're about right. Alsoa finishes with a time of 1:27.45. 94-second difference.
We got Alsoa with us. GG's Alsoa.
Thank you. I think I know where I lost this race, and it was not getting the bow out of 2 because I didn't think or forgot that Maze Room in 2 could have a drop / stair. Sorry.
Yep. There were basically two things. One, there was one hint that you did not get that gave chessjerk information about silvers in 5.
Okay.
Which may not have cost you much. I mean, you found them in your first.
It was on the way to. It was on the way to the Triforce. I don't think that. I don't see that being the issue more than just missing the bow in 2 on first trip.
But yes, the bow in 2 was the difference, and you closed the gap quick. I mean, even with that.
I did say as soon as I saw that the bow was in 2, I'm like, okay, that is going to cost me this race if anything. Because it's like, okay, that's something that I shouldn't be forgetting.
Well, CJ got into 9 about, I don't know, 2-3 minutes before you did probably, and the main difference was you actually you killed Ganon about 2 seconds before he did, but he had the exploration in 9 and knew where Zelda was.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, we also have chessjerk joining us now as well. GG.
Thank you very much. GG also.
GG's. I predicted this was going to be within 2 minutes.
That was a pretty good guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was an interesting one to go. I mean, At one point, we thought chessjerk, you had a huge lead, but alsoa made the difference back quite quickly.
I'm guessing he went for the power bracelet way before I did, before I decided to clear everything else first.
He
No.
was searching for the power bracelet before you, yes.
But y'all were both at least 40 minutes in before the progression item started.
Well, when there's a power bracelet deep in 8 and 3 power bracelet block dungeons, that has a tendency to happen.
One of which has your ladder to get into 5.
Mm-hmm. Which, by a hint, I knew had silvers, which is nice. And then I proceeded to dig 5 in the entire wrong order to get the silvers.
Yeah, I ended up digging 5 for the second item after I got the silvers because I missed bow 2 on my first run through, and that.
Yeah, that was the last thing I did, knowing I only had silvers to go. And I took the first staircase and cleared everything else. If I had just gone up from the first staircase, I would have been done in 2 minutes. So, whatever.
Yeah, 5 was incredibly quick if you didn't need that second item.
Yeah,
I was
the
shocked-
primary difference was alsoa needed to go back before going into 2 to get the bow.
Oh, okay.
So you made it into 9 about 3 minutes before he did. You were both in Ganon's room at the same time. He actually killed Ganon first, but you had the exploration. You knew where Zelda was. That was the
geez.
difference.
That's really close. Nice.
Did you get the magical sword?
Of course.
Good, I did too.
I had 12 hearts, I think.
Yeah,
You know
the game was just throwing hearts at us, so I'm like, magical sword
I
exists.
believe
Cool.
alsoa got it at 11 hearts.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it
mean,
at 11, and then picked up another heart because it was like kind of directly on the way.
Yeah, I mean, I had, I was 30 minutes in. I literally had only found a heart and 8, and that's it. And I'm thinking, what's going on in this scene? I just couldn't get anywhere.
By 30 minutes, I'd also had the heart from the Armos and the 7 Triforce. But no, my first non-heart item is at like 38 minutes of the book.
Yeah, I think, oddly enough, was my first item the bow?
White sword.
Oh, white sword, yeah.
Yeah, the white sword was free in 2.
Yep, yes it was. And I didn't have bombs going through the start area. So I cleared like 20 other screens before finally getting bombs and going back there and seeing too, like, I could have had this like 8 years ago, but
That was another big thing in this scene. It was like both of you struggled to get bombs early.
could not get bomb drops. It was
And-
absolutely insane.
Everything but the orange wizrobe seemed to have rolled up.
Yeah, that too.
Which is weird, because that's the enemy you want to roll up, because then you can justify not killing them.
And with a set right outside level 7, just I did that screen twice and didn't get any bombs. I'm thinking I just want to go to the bomb shop.
I just went to the bomb shop 2 screens south of it. The bomb.
Yeah, exactly. They were cheap. It was fun.
Yeah.
I think I wasn't under 150 rupees for like the last 45 minutes. I think.
Oh,
That's some money.
By the way, using the bait in 7 was also a complete brain fart because I totally forgot about the potential of bait blocking 3.
I mean,
Chat brought that up.
I only knew where the bait room was in 3 by the process of elimination.
Yeah, somehow I managed to have enough money to buy a candle, 2 bomb upgrades, a couple of bomb packs, an expensive meat, and had enough at the end to buy another expensive meat.
Nice. I saw both bomb upgrades. I didn't have enough money for the first one. I did buy the second one after giving up a bomb in 4.
Yeah, I gave up the bomb too because I'm like, I got 14. 13 to 14 isn't that big a deal. And then they gave me another one. I'm like, okay, I'll go to 19 bombs. And still somehow I managed to run out.
My problem was I didn't have a bomb upgrade at the time. And I had exactly 4 keys. I'm like, yeah, no, you're not getting my keys that easily.
Yeah. And with 3 power bracelet block dungeons, the hint for Magic Key being in a power bracelet block dungeon did not mean 4, even though it just happened to be there.
Yep. Shout out to the hints. The hints definitely pushed me in the right direction.
Yeah, same here. Even though I didn't get the silver hint for 5, I ended up finding it anyway. But the hint for power bracelet made was huge.
Yep. Hashtag never 7.
Yep.
Tonight.
So I think both of you dug quite a bit of 7. Never saw a map for it,
yeah.
though.
Yeah, I have a lot of 7 cleared for sure, and found literally nothing. So I'm curious. I think that was a lot of gomas, I recall, and I didn't have arrows at the time. So I'm assuming the gomas either have a map or something that leads you to the items. But I mean, a red ring would have been nice, I guess. But I had so much heart, it didn't really matter that much. What are we missing? Red Ring and Raft.
Speaking of that,
Yeah,
CJ,
and 2 hearts.
Chad is convinced that after you picked up Mags, was it in maybe? I don't remember what level it was in, but Chad is convinced that you almost skipped a heart, and I think there was some hesitation or something. So, would you like to confirm whether you thought about skipping?
Yeah, no, I'm guessing it was the heart in. No, it wasn't a heart in 4.
It could have been hard.
Maybe it was the one in 5. Yeah, level 5. I think I probably shook my head because I'm like, I'm looking for silvers, not a heart, and so I think I may have. I probably took half a step away from the heart and decided, yeah, I need the heart, so I went to get it.
You almost disappointed your fans. So
I can't do that. I mean, the memes are real. I even said during a lot of races with this flag set that I wouldn't do that during a tournament race, but I just can't help myself. I mean, it wasn't like it was so far away. It was like I just took an extra 8 steps to get it. Didn't feel too bad. But yeah, if I had gone the right way in 5, I never would have seen it in the first place. So
Yeah, and if you go the right way in 5, this is like a 15-minute difference instead of a 2.
Well, maybe not that much. I probably spent an extra 3 or 4 or 5 minutes, maybe in 5, clearing the rest. But
yeah, that's right.
I mean, once I saw, there were so many bubble rooms. I was just walking through rooms left and right because there wasn't a lot of combat in 5.
Yeah, you just had to go to the one room that had the stair.
Yep. I mean, if you do it correctly, it's a 5-room dungeon. Just go, boom, boom, silvers, Triforce, done.
Don't forget to kill the Gleeok.
Oh yeah, I didn't light up the room the first time, so I didn't even see the moat or see the river rather. And so I went in a second time thinking, oh, I should go back into 5. I have more weaponry and can do stuff. And then ladder, right? I don't have that yet. Oops. I guess to be more specific, the first 4 or 5 items I found were Triforces in 2, 6, 7, and 8. And then the white sword, and then then a heart and 8 or something like that. I was finding Triforces in high number dungeons left and right.
Yeah, I was convinced that one of 7 or 8 was going to have Power Brace and the other one was going to have Ladder because the game would absolutely make you dig a shape 7 and 8.
Yeah. For a second there, we actually thought that there was a room in 8 that was ladder blocked, and we were like, would the game really do something like that?
I saw that. Yeah, I did too,
and I'm like, nope, we're not doing this game.
I saw that room with about 5 rooms left. I'm thinking, oh man, this would be the seed to do that to me. But
I never got the map in 8.
I got the map.
I don't know how many rooms I had left, but I have.
The map in 8 was interesting.
I think you actually up an 8 out of the room that had the map.
That's very possible. If I was only looking for stairs, I definitely would skip the map.
I definitely
because I would not clear the room to get it.
Yeah, I definitely did the bottom and then the top and then the middle, which was unfortunate because the middle's where the power bracelet was. That was not the right path in 8 either.
So from here, I mean, this felt like a bracket race, but this was only Swiss Week 1.
Yeah, this is an indication of things to come. Strap in for this tournament. This should be interesting.
Yeah, chessjerk, you'll go to 1-0 and you'll join the winners from this round, and alsoa, you'll get to face someone at 0-1 who will probably be cursing their luck.
I mean, to be fair, there's plenty of good racers on both sides of the bracket, so it's.
I was about to say
1-0, 0-1.
One rolled.
Yeah.
There are so many good runners that are going to be in the 0-1 bracket that we'll get to like week 3 and we'll be shocked at who's in the 0-2.
Yeah. Also, shout outs to the wheel for continuing to give me really tough competition. I'm still smarting from the whole, SG Live 2023 when I literally drew like 5 of the best players in the world and went 0-3 and like, yeah, whatever, this is fine. Yeah, and spinning first on the wheel, and then it was a whole bunch of scrubs on the wheel, but I draw alsoa instead, so that's okay.
Yeah, I remember thinking, okay, I'm going against somebody that's a top 10 runner and is likely going to go very far in this tournament. All right, I got my work cut out for me. If I can keep it within 2 minutes, I'm happy. I'd like to win.
I want to go watch it back for sure. It sounds like we were, back and forth and then close at the end. So that's always a good recipe for a good race.
Yep, and for me, a good race is really what matters.
Right. Absolutely.
Y'all certainly did that. So thank you for putting on a good show. Chat sure enjoyed it.
I hope so. That's why they're there.
All right, well, yeah. Thanks to both of you. Any final thoughts from either of you?
Of course, Jess would roll a seed where recorder is the first item, and it didn't block a whole lot. Thanks, Jess.
Also, can I request not as garbage of an exit to the start screen on the next race?
Oh my god! I mean, my screen says 1 death. I think I retried away from at least 3 other deaths. So that's a damn dirty lie.
Hey, I have 13 because
I
I
see that.
accepted my deaths.
How many of them are on the first screen?
Probably about half.
Okay.
The other half are like random nonsense, like, oh, I died deep in 4 for no reason.
Yep, sounds right. But thanks for comms and tracking and everything as always. And
Yes, thank you.
see you next week. And GG also again.
Yes, GG's again. See y'all next week.
All right.
All right, yeah, well, thank you to both of our runners. Make sure to give them a follow. Also, thanks to our tracker, OpnoPoint, for clicking all the buttons. And thanks to Stan for joining me here today.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, thank you.
We'll be back to races again tomorrow night. Looks like our first race will be at 7 Eastern tomorrow. No channels assigned yet, so I can't give you any of that, but make sure to check the schedule for those. We still have a lot of Swiss to go in week 1, and there's going to be a lot of matchups. And like I said, if this is an indication of what's to come, we're in for a fun tournament.
Absolutely. Looking forward to all the races tomorrow and the rest of the week.
Yeah, I think from there we will head out for the night. So have a good night, everyone.